Foundations. Reading Explorer. At the scene of a crime. Hi guys, welcome to a new episode on the channel. Today we'll be talking about At the Scene of a Crime. So let's get started. So what is the scene of the crime, you might be asking? Well, it turns out the scene of a crime, it asks pretty much a lot. It's about you being the main character of this place where you are a forensic scientist, where you will go out and search for clues. Basically, you're a detective, okay? Then you find these clues like a shoe print, which was pretty much a male's, and also pretty much a guess of a height, and a passenger side, which was not a working alone guy. This is where it goes into action. Now here at the scene of this crime, there is a lot we can find out. You can even find fingerprints and some hairs, which is the DNA of the possible criminal person. It was pretty much good, by the way. And now at the scene of a crime, there is a lot we can learn about. This is where we use to get stuff. At the scene of a crime, we use clues to find out and make the whole picture. The clues might not be enough to make the whole picture, but sometimes we can just make parts of the picture instead of a whole, and we go from those parts. That's where we start into jigsaw puzzles. Let's say that the whole forensic crime scene is like a puzzle. You find a few clues, a few puzzle pieces, and you put them into groups. You put them together into groups, and then you figure out which goes where. Then, once you figure out which goes where, you put into the jigsaw pieces into making the whole crime scene and who is the suspect. So yeah. And now let's talk about DNA. DNA is the instructions of making your body. Without DNA, well, you'll be lifeless. Nobody would be even living. RNA was supposedly said that was origination of DNA. So a lot of people think that RNA was made first before DNA. Well, that's pretty reasonable since RNA is half of DNA. Sort of, and DNA is twice the same as RNA, and RNA is pretty much simpler than DNA, so I guess so. If you're not much of a science guy, you should really search for this DNA stuff. But if you're a noob but you're do not know about science, but you're a noob, bad luck. Yeah. That's how a lot of people think about forensic science, by the way. Forensic science isn't just for detective work and police work. It's sometimes about patience. That's where we come in. We might know a lot about forensic sciences, but however, we do have a lot of things in common with all those criminals. DNA, fingerprints. No two fingerprints might be alike, but we do have the same things. Fingerprints. We all have fingerprints. We also all have DNA. That's where I'll end this episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next episode. Shinhan out. Peace!